So today's heart-to-heart talk is going to be at the beginning of the video because this is like the longest section of the video and so there's no kind of other audio in it. So today's heart-to-heart talk is just going to be a philosophical question, and the question is, can people change? I think people can't really change who they are at their core, if they're a bad person at their core. I mean, like, nobody's really a bad person at their core, but you know, if that's just their thing, I guess, they can't really change that. People can change like little things about themselves, but I would consider that more growth because you're learning from your experiences and you're changing not everything, you're changing something little by little, and you know, you grow from that, and I consider that growth, not change. Changing for me is like a person completely transforming, like changing who they are at the core, and doing that is very hard. And I mean, I've never seen it. I've never seen someone like change who they are at their core. So in my opinion, I don't think people can easily change. So, as I pretty much summarized that as quickly as I could, enjoy the rest of this montage with some pretty views and some pretty music. This is Wednesday, and I'm sorry, why does it look like the apocalypse outside? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Zoom school. It takes away all of your energy, and you're really starting to hate it. This is just me sitting in Zoom school. I just needed footage because I want to share some study tactics that I developed. I've kind of been developing these for a long time, but like for some reason this week, I just kind of, they kind of came through. So I'm going to share some of them with you. So especially with online learning, studying has become this kind of extension of school because online Zoom school doesn't seem that much different from doing homework at home because you're basically working at home during school. So I think it's really important to make a distinction between those two. Like right after school, don't just dive into homework. Take a break, do something. I don't know, take a walk, and that'll be like pretend that you're walking home from school. But like something that really gives you a break. It's also really important to take breaths during school. I mean, a lot of my teachers are giving us breaks during our 80-minute classes just to have a breath, and not a breathe. And I think it's important to just like pause, literally take a breath, because sometimes you get overwhelmed and sometimes you like forget to breathe. So just, take a breath. So for my break, I just had lunch and, took a 30-minute eating break. Really recommend, 10 out of 10. So when you're done with your little break, I think it's important to set up your study space. So for example, I'll turn on a diffuser with some peppermint, essential oil. I'll turn on some study music. Yes, I go to that live stream that has like live streaming study music. Don't make fun of me, just leave me alone. But it really does help. After I set up my study space, I usually write all my homework down in my planner in one space so that I have something to refer to, and then I also have the satisfaction of checking it off. I also think it's really important, I mentioned breathing, also really important to stretch in your shoulders, because I know for me, my shoulders are like as hard as rock by the end of the day because I'm like all scrunched up. My whole family's like, don't do that. I'm like, I can't literally control it. I'll like not notice it until it hurts. So just, like circles, up and downs, pretend to touch your shoulders to your ears. Okay, here's my study tip number 1. This can be applied to any test in general, but this is an English test for me. So I recommend printing out a study guide, or like all the notes that you have and all together in one big document if you have your notes online. and then go through it and read it and highlight the stuff that's important or highlight the stuff that's related to your test. For example, my test was focusing on quotations, so I highlighted anything that had to do with quotations, for example. Now, this really helped me remember everything that was related to quotations, and I kid you not, stuff that I highlighted was on the test, and I was like, oh my god, I'm such a genius, why haven't I done this before? Because I remember in 7th grade, I failed a quotations test. Oh my god. But you know, it really does work. Another tip is alternating your homework that's online and homework that's like on paper. This way you'll be able to rest your eyes more, and then you won't have like a migraine by the end of doing your homework. And also, it just helps kind of split everything up so that you're not on the computer all the time, and it kind of creates this kind of, I don't know, change of pace. We can call it change of pace. My favorite tip, just bang your notes on your head and then you'll remember it for the test. After I finished studying, I was like, what can I do to relax? Oh, I remember I said I wanted to paint. So why don't I paint something? Where can I paint? I have an insane amount of canvas bags. I can use those. And let me tell you, I love doing this so much. You're gonna see much more of me painting my canvas bags in the future. Although this looks like super frantic, trust me, I was actually very relaxed. It just looks like that because I sped it up. Also, you're not going to see me do the whole thing. It's going to be like a beginning, middle, and end because, you know, I'm not going to force you to watch me paint and struggle for 40 minutes. I also wanted to mention that it's like after you finish studying, it's important to do some kind of break. If for you that's watching a TV show, go do that. For me, I didn't want to force my eyes to watch anything because, oh my god, then I'd be dead, so I just painted. Even though I'm not a super great painter, but I still found it relaxing. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, this was the end product. I was super tired, so good night. On Saturday, I just ended up finishing what I was painting, and I really liked how it enjoyed, but here's just like the really satisfying part of me taking the tape off, and excuse the music in the background. So last week I mentioned that I wanted to do yoga, so here's just me struggling to do it and laughing instead. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it, but it's honestly kind of funny looking.
And up and down. Ow. Place your forehead on the mat. Last one. Alright, we're going to pass back up into down dog. And whatever feels best for you. And you're going to bring one leg up, starting with my right leg.
God damn it.
Keep those hips nice and square. And bring it through. We're going to do a pigeon pose. If you want to take it nice and easy, just bring the foot in closer to your body. Make sure you're sitting right over top of that hip.
My thoughts after. Definitely not for everyone. And I'm definitely, what I realized is I definitely haven't stretched in a while, and I can feel it, like, used to have extensions, splits. Maybe I should try and see how far I am from my splits, and that will motivate me to start stretching again. But that work, yoga thing made me realize how unstretched I am. That kind of makes sense. I did like the breathing. I kind of actually really enjoyed it, except when like it was kind of awkward because I also had to like, I wasn't really familiar with it, so I had to like look at the screen while being in the pose, and I was like but yeah, Other than that, I enjoyed it. Recommend, like a 7 out of 10 recommend, you know? I'll link this video, the one that I did, in the description. Oh, I sound so bougie saying that. This is so cute. My 2 foxes got married. I'm like, this is like the epitome of cartoons. There. Yay! I am most definitely late. This is the aftermath of me choosing an outfit and me realizing I have to clean this when I get back. And I was late, so I just boiled water and made myself oats, but they weren't super enjoyable because there was literally nothing in them, like nothing. So I was just eating really hot, soggy oats. As you can see by my face, I am not enjoying it. After breakfast, I was doing my makeup, but I didn't really want to put anything on my face, so I actually just only ended up doing like my eyebrows, my eyelashes, and like blush. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of describe what I usually do. So I just brushed out my eyebrows. I didn't do anything to them. Actually, I have no idea what I'm gonna do next. Oh, I'm doing mascara. Okay, I use the Innisfree Skinny Mascara because it's better than everything else, and it's super natural in the brown color. Yeah, super cool, super fire. Oh, I realized how bad the lighting looks, so I put my camera, but it made the lighting worse. So you're just gonna have to bear with me here. This is no clue what this is, forgot the brand, but I used it on my lips and on my cheeks. I started to show off because it looked really funny, but then it started to dry really fast, so I ended up having splotches on my face, and like it didn't blend well, so it looked really stupid. I looked like a clown, but it's okay, I fixed it later. And then I just kind of, gave myself a little moisture to my lips. This is perfume. I kind of love perfume, but it's okay. We're just gonna ignore that obsession. Yeah, super fire. I don't know what that growl was, but just bear with me. So I remember promising a photo shoot, like I said I was gonna do one, but I turned on wide angle on my camera and just did this really weird thing at like 7 in the morning. I look like a tarantula. Like, what is that? I don't even know what that pose is at this point. Ugh, whatever. Just enjoy the nature sounds. This is the only picture I got from where I went, but just enjoy. When I got home, I was like super beat and I looked exhausted and I felt exhausted. Focus. You know what's stuck in my head? I see that I'm icy. I see that I'm icy. This is me doing the dance because I'm just such a good dancer. I'm gonna talk about my week, quick week reflection, and then we're just gonna do the outro. So my week was so much better than last week. Last week was kind of sucky, and I didn't enjoy doing YouTube. I didn't enjoy doing anything. This week, on the other hand, I developed like such a good tactic for studying that I probably shared at the beginning of this video. I hope I did. Please, Masha, do it if you didn't do it yet. And I just got a bunch more stuff done, and then I wasn't stressed out, and then I was in a good mood, and yeah, it was really fun. And then I really enjoyed having like a list of things to do that I ended up doing. I didn't do all of it. Like, I went to the beach. I did yoga. It was mostly just for fun, and it ended up just being funny. It just ended up being funny. I painted, which I really enjoyed. I'm definitely now going to paint all my canvas bags and whatever I can find. I just need new paints. I didn't do baking, I didn't do gardening, but there's always next week. I didn't have time to do any cooking or /baking, I don't know what to garden because like I couldn't find anything to garden, but like maybe next week because I need to like prune the bushes. So maybe I'll film that. You know, kind of being interesting. It's also kind of like sucky outside in the way like it's like really smoky, like ash falling down, stuff like that. I mean, not actual like I'm not in such a bad place that there's ash falling, but it's like air quality. It's pretty bad, so I don't want to, get sick. So that's why I haven't been outside. I was actually planning to do the yoga outside, but then I was like, no, we're not gonna do that to myself. So yeah, yay. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm gonna end this video. Bye. One more thing, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who's supporting this channel and subscribed. It really does mean a lot, and I'm really glad you guys found something interesting in this channel, and you found something that you like. Hopefully you like it, But yeah, thank you so much. See you next week.